Alright, starting part 2, because my camera's doing funny things. So I got the panel off. It's only 2 screws, 5/16. And, uh-oh. Okay, wait a minute now. Where is this coming in through? Is it connected down there? Might be connected down there. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see any fat wires coming through, except for right here. Where's that coming from? It's down there. That could be. Let's see here. It's hard to tell the color of these things. Is that 2 blacks? All right, tell you what. Let me pull this panel off. I'm sorry about the camera. I wasn't paying attention as usual. All right, so I got 2 5/16 self tappers right here. So let me get this bottom panel off and see what it looks like. Hold on. Okay, got the bottom panel off. So it looks like this is it right there. I'll point to it. All right, there's my whip coming up, and there's the clamp, a hose clamp. And what else am I missing? So it's coming from here, right? It's going down here. And it's connecting here. So this is it. These are the wires coming out. All right? Now, looking at how many wires is coming out of here. I see a white. Right, there's no power. I keep checking power because, you know, when in doubt, check for power. So, right off the bat, I'm going to need another straight connector, 3/4, because they gave me a straight one and an elbow and a 90. So I'm not going to be using a 90. Yeah, it's not going to work. If it was going through like the side or something, but it's coming up through the bottom. So I need 2 straights, and I don't have 2 straights. I got 190 and a straight. All right, so I'm trying to see how many wires come. I don't see any ground. Is that my ground? Wait a minute. It's not easy to see over here because there's no sun. And tell you what, let me get a flashlight. That might be smart, huh? Hold on. See, what I'm hoping for is just that there's 3 wires coming out. That conduit whip is 3 wires, and no more. 2 hots and ground, and maybe. Let's see here. Okay, this. Oh, let's do something like that. Okay. Is this my ground? Yeah. Okay, here's my ground. You see it's going over to, see where it's going? Right there. See down there? So that's my ground. And all right, so it is. That's okay. So I got 3 wires. And that's not a very big ground as far as gauge. That's a small gauge ground coming out. I'll point to it. Yeah, let me get my pencil. All right, here is my ground, right there. I'm trying to do this with my left hand and film. I'm multitasking. I'm pretty impressed with myself right now. That's my ground. This white wire normally would be a neutral, but since this is 240, see, and that's actually, they should have taped that off to a black. So here's my 2 blacks But here's my 1, hot, and here's my white, that is a hot. All right. Okay, so it looks pretty self-explanatory. And in a long story here, I'm not very impressed with this ground thickness. So let's see. Can't. Yeah. See, that's where's my ground? There's only 2 coming out of here. There's no ground by itself that I can see. Why is that? Why is that? I don't know. All right. All right. Well, the good news is that there's my 2 hots coming out. But where's this ground coming from? I don't know. I sure don't see it up here, right? Unless I'm missing something. I don't see it, and there's no power going up there, remember? No power. Let's check for power again. There's no power in there. Nope, no power. No power. Alright, it didn't mysteriously turn on by itself. Clean all these leaves out of here. I watch videos on YouTube, of course, and I watch these HVAC guys, and you know, I love watching that kind of stuff because I'm right there with them. Not that I'm an HVAC guy, but you know, I'm a tradesman, and they, you know, they'll go to these houses and these units they're just ratty looking, you know, and they won't even some of these guys, like there's this big spider web, they won't even clean the spider web off. They'll just do what they have to do, and I think I kind of understand why, because if you try to clean something and then you have something unrelated to, you know, what you're trying to troubleshoot or whatever, fix, it can actually cause problems. So I think that's what they're thinking. Look, and here's the capacitor I changed back in the day. Oh, look, here's my, when did I do this? Wow, 2020. Yep, September 5, 2020. Shoot, that's over 3 years ago, man. That was like yesterday. Good Lord. All right, so getting back to this. I'm feeling confident about it. I don't have the right connector. This thing. I don't have the right connector. I only have one of the right ones. I need another straight one. And I don't have, and I don't know if Lowe's can carry it. Here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'll take you inside and we'll open up that conduit. Hold on. Okay. Here's it's called a liquid tight whip kit, right? Quantity 1. And I got one straight connector and one 90, and I don't need the 90. Right? Yeah. I don't need this because it's coming out. Well, you know what I could do, and I really don't want to. I could use this for inside the unit itself, going up to the top, and I can use this for the side. And I really don't want to do that, only because when it rains, I don't want it taking the possibility of getting in between. Even though, I mean, this is, yeah, I mean, I'd rather have it go underneath here, right? And not over here. So, I don't know what the price is of one of these. I'm going to check Lowe's and Home Depot, because I'm thinking about going into, even though it's Saturday, it's the Saturday after Thanksgiving. Yeah, I don't want to use the 90 off the side of the box. I don't want to do that because I don't want to have to be worried about possible rain, moisture, water getting in there somehow. Just don't want to do it. I'd rather have it down here where it's, at least when it rains, it's kind of protected somewhat. So yeah, don't need this. Need another one of these. And this is nice. This is 8 gauge, like I said. Right? Does it have the gauge on here? Yeah. Includes 2 8 gauge. Oh, so I think, wait a minute now. All right, yeah, my hots are 8, my ground's a 10. So that makes sense. I can live with that. Yeah, my hots are 8, ground's a 10. That's why you have right here. It includes 2 number 8 and one number 10. All right, so this is, let me unspool this here. Hold on one sec. Okay, I just learned an important lesson. I probably should have did this a while ago, because it's got a memory. It's got a pretty good memory, let me tell you. So I'm gonna bring this inside the house because it's cold, and this thing needs to warm up a little bit. So yeah, I should have did this about a week ago. So, but there it is. So I might be able to get away with not trimming it at all, or I mean, I don't care if I have to cut this back. It's no big deal. I just pull the wires back a little bit and cut it with yeah, no big deal. But there you have it. This is going to be the real part 1, because something happened with my camera starting the original part 1. So this is going to be the real part 1. I'm going to go inside and see if Lowe's has that that straight connector, that 3/4 inch PVC connector piece. And if they don't, I'll check Home Depot. But Lowe's is close. Home Depot's, you know, a little bit of a drive away. No big deal though. All right, let me leave you with that. Yeah, I'll leave you with this shot right here. Let me get close. I'll leave you with this beautiful shot right there. All right, sit tight. More to come.